Good morning. Today's topic is about design of double-laced build-up columns. Introduction. Typical joining of the components is done by two ways that are lacing and battening. Lacing bars or batten plates are not designed as load-carrying members. They carry transverse shear force, which occurs when the column defects. And this is the picture of lacing. There are two types of lacing system, single lacing system and double lacing system. The lacing system should not be varied throughout the length of the strut as far as practicable. The single laced systems on opposite sides of the main component should preferably be in the same direction so that one system is the shadow of the other. Cross, that is except tie plates, should not be provided along the length of the column with lacing system unless all forces resulting from deformation of column members are calculated and provided for in the lacing and its fastening. Design requirement for lacing. Angle of inclination, that is theta. For single or double lacing system, theta is equals to 40 degrees to 70 degrees to the axis of the build-up member. Normally 45 is taken. Slenderness ratio, that is scale by R. Scale by R for each component of column should not be greater than 50. Scale by R not greater than 0.7, most favorable slenderness ratio of the member as a whole. The slenderness ratio of lacing shall not exceed 145. Effective length of lacing for bolted connection for single lacing, LE is equals to capital L. For double lacing, LE is equals to 0.71, where L is equals to distance between the inner and fastener. For welded connection, LE is equals to 0.7 into distance between the inner ends of welds. Width of lacing bars. Minimum width of lacing bar B is equals to 3D. D is equals to nominal, where D is equals to nominal diameter of bolt. Nominal rivet diameter will be 22, 20, 18 and 16 respectively. Width of lacing bars in mm will be 65, 60, 55, 50 respectively. Thickness of lacing, that is T. For single lacing, T is greater than LE by 40. For double lacing, T is greater than LE by 60. Transverse shear, that is VT. VT is equals to 2.5% of the axial force in the column. This force shall be divided equally among the lacing systems in parallel planes. For single lacing, F is equals to Vt by 2 sin theta. For double lacing, F is equals to Vt by 4 sin theta, where F is equals to axial force in each lacing bar. Check for compressive strength. For lacing using LE by R minimum and Fi is equals to 250 MPa. Find FCD from IS 800. For rectangular section, buckling class is C. So compressive load carrying capacity of lacing, PD is equals to B into T into FCD, where if B into T into FCD is greater than F, that is axial force and lacing, B into T is equals to area of lacing, that is PD is greater than F. Check for tensile strength. Tensile strength of lacing flat is TD is equals to 0.9 into B minus D into TFU by mu m, or TD is equals to Fi Ag by mu mo, whichever is less. If TD is greater than F, I is 800. End connections. The bolted connections for lacing may be of two types as given case. For case A, resultant force on bolt is equals to R, that is equals to F. So no number of bolts required is equals to F by bolt value. For case B, resultant force on bolt is equals to R, that is 2F cos theta. So number of bolts required is equals to 2F cos theta by bolt value. Strength in single shear, that is 60 dia bolts is equals to 29 kilonewtons. 20 dia bolts is equals to 45.3 kilonewtons. Strength of bolt in bearing is equals to 2.5 kb into dt into fu. Overlap. In case of welded connection, the amount of overlap measured along either edge of lacing bar shall not be less than 4 times the thickness of the lacing bar or the thickness of the element of main member, whichever is less. Thank you.